What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos. I know it's been a while since we've done one of these, and I do apologize for that, but I haven't really found a card, a tech card, so to speak, that I fell in love with over the course of, the game's inceptions. I mean, we've done a whole bunch of other tech talks previously, and those cards are definitely prime candidates for the series because, they weren't really used heavily in the meta. But people have, I guess, gotten smart, so to speak, and have been teching in more cards along those lines as far as tech, is concerned. So for today's tech talk, I had to do some digging. And honestly, what I have for you today is Planet M2. I mean, Planet M2 is a one-drop red field card that allows you to draw a card if your leader is Dr. Miyu. And the other effect is during your battle, you can activate it to reduce one of your opponent's battle cards or leader card by 5,000. Now, at face value, that might not seem like something that you can use in any deck. But when you really start peeling back the layers, M2 can become a very, very powerful card. As everybody knows, I'm a Mass Saiyan player. That's the leader that I play with right now as of set 3. And I've been playing Mass Saiyan since it's come out, essentially. It's probably one of my favorite leaders at this point in the entire game. I mean, my favorite leader of set 3 is the yellow Bardock leader, but I haven't been able to find, a deck that really works, that I'm comfortable, taking that competitive leap with. Mass Saiyan is such a strong leader because of the leader itself. There's so many ways that you can build a deck. You can play red, you can play blue in it, you can play, I've seen it been played with green and yellow. I mean, you can literally play with every color in this game right now. And it makes that deck, or it makes that leader, very, very unique. Because there really is no drawback to playing any of the colors. It just depends on your flavor and how you like to play it. Me personally, I've tried every single variant I can think of. I've played red-blue. I've played, obviously, red-blue-black. I've played just black and red. I've played yellow, blue, and red. Yellow, blue, and black. I've played yellow, red, and black. I've tried green here and there. And just to me, at the end of the day, Mass Saiyan is an aggro leader. So it works best, in my opinion, with the red as a support color. Now, M2 is something that I just recently actually started using. And I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't use it before, or I haven't, figured it out early enough that it's a very powerful card. Now, the reason it's so good is because essentially it's a free 5k combo every turn. And because it's a field card, there's not a lot of removal for those in the game right now. So the longer M2 is on the field for the duration of the game, the more dangerous it gets. And the best part of M2 is once you've played the first M2, that's the only one you need to play. So essentially, throughout the deck, if you're running 3 or 4 copies of the card, the other 2 or 3 copies become chargeable red energies, which is very, very important. Because if there's any color that you want to charge in a Mass Saiyan, it's definitely red, because it's going to turn on all your other cards. So once you play that first M2, the next 2 or 3 that you play in the deck become sustainable red energies, which is amazing. And the fact that it's only 1 red energy to play it makes it even better. So what I've experienced using M2 is it's great when you're attacking the leader in the early game, because as everybody knows, Mass Saiyan likes to put pressure on early, with critical double strikes maintain hand advantage while doing damage to your opponent, and them not being able to plus off of it. So M2 comboing early makes your opponent's leader a 5k, and it's like, if they combo out to save themselves, because the optimal play is to use Mass Saiyan's ability to make him a 15k critical, and then using a double strike Champa on him. So he becomes essentially a 25k critical. Well, with M2, because it lowers the opponent's leader to 5k when it's unawakened, it essentially becomes a 30k double striker with critical in the early game. And if your opponent chooses to combo out of that, they're going to essentially dump their whole hand if they can even get that high. So it makes it good because it puts pressure. You know, it reduces your output, and by that what I mean is it reduces your opponent's card so that you don't have to put so much damage on board, and it can still be successful. And the great thing about M2 is when your opponent awakens, because your opponent 9 times out of 10 is going to awaken before you do. They're already 15k when they're awakened, which makes your Mass Saiyan weaker on the front side. And yeah, if you get the perfect mill, you'll be a 15k crit. But sometimes you just get the crit and not the 5k. So M2 essentially is what gives you that 5k for free. And then you can combo up over it. So before M2, Bardock, or the Mass Saiyan leader rather, was already one of those leaders that could put pressure on your opponent consistently every turn without having to be awakened. Now you throw M2 into the fold, and it makes it that much more successful at early game aggro and late game retention, because Mass Saiyan early is probably one of the most powerful decks in the game, because it could bring you down from 8 life to 3 life in 2 turns. And that's insane. Now, the later game, or the long game, as I like to call it, is a little bit more of a card management situation, because you want to make sure that you don't out-resource yourself because you're using the ability to mill so often. A lot of people think that Mass Saiyan is an autopilot deck, and it's really not. I mean, it does take skill to know when and when not to activate the effect, because you're milling 3 cards every single turn, and at some point in the game, if your opponent is stalling you out, you're going to get to the point where that's going to be a scary thing to work around late game, because you don't want to deck yourself out. So in the early game, it's probably one of the best leaders, because it can go down from 8 to 3 life in literally 2 turns. But then that late game, or that long game, is where you have to grind it out. And M2, the longer it's on board, becomes more and more powerful every single turn. So guys, that's today's Tech Talk. I know it's not Tuesday. I'm literally going to eliminate that Tuesday from that name. I mean, I would love to put these out every Tuesday, but it's just tough to find tech cards, with such limited sets. Again, this game has only had 3 sets. Tournament of Power is right around the corner. If you guys haven't already joined the giveaway, please do so. You can check out one of the previous videos that explains the giveaway details. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can mention me with the hashtag Mr365 for an entry, or you can comment down below. You can comment on any video, guys. It doesn't have to be limited to the giveaway video. If you comment on one of my videos with the hashtag Mr365, you will automatically be entered into our giveaway. I don't want to go into too much detail about that, because that's a previous video, but I just wanted to bring this video out for you guys. Planet M2 is amazing. If you're playing red, play M2. I can't stress that enough. If you're playing red in your deck, play M2. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get that little ding on your phone, or on any device that you're using to watch YouTube next time I drop a video. Tell your friends, guys. Thank you so much for the continuing support. I hope to see you guys soon. Other than that, be there or be squared.